Hey everybody, Voodoo51292 here, and we are doing a midweek update today for Friday, November the 11th, 2011, 11/11/11. And I must apologize first and foremost that I didn't do this midweek update yesterday, which I announced I would be doing, and didn't wind up doing it. It's my own fault. I had some time, I just didn't get around to actually filming the midweek update, so I apologize to those who came to the channel yesterday expecting to see one and didn't. But I am making it tonight. This is probably going to be the longest midweek update I've ever done simply because there's so much to talk about. So no point in wasting time. Let's get into it. What have I done this week? Well, Monday I did play the co-op adventure mode of Uncharted 3. I played it with Brandon and a fellow YouTuber, TGP Gaming, whose YouTube is TGP Gaming HD. And we sat down and played the 5 missions of co-op adventure mode. And unfortunately what wound up happening is I only have the first 4 uploaded. And the reason is because after the first 4 I had to unload my camera to my computer because the memory was full. And then I went back and filmed the last 3 videos of the 5th chapter. And unfortunately at that time, it was on Monday, so I was going to my first midnight release of the week that night, and we were playing it kind of late, and because I was so excited about going to the midnight release, we finished up playing, and I did not transfer the videos immediately to my computer, and I was busy doing stuff. I got dressed and everything and went out and got the game, and came back, and I needed to do my unboxing video and start playing the game, so what I did was something pretty stupid, and I just came back and I guess just assumed that I had transferred the videos and I needed to wipe my camera for the new footage, and I wiped out the last 3 parts without ever transferring them. So, an unfortunate mistake, but there's good news. TGP Gaming was filming on his end as well, so I assume he filmed the whole thing, and I don't know how many parts he actually has up right now, because I know it's taken him a little while to get those videos uploaded. But if you want to go check out the co-op footage from his perspective on his channel, he is, again, a fellow YouTuber, and if you want to go watch his side of things, or if you want to go watch the last mission, which I think is the best one, and because I don't have it on my channel, go over to his YouTube, TGP Gaming HD. You can find a link to his channel in my other channels box on my main page on YouTube, and you can go over there and check that out and watch from his side and watch all of the missions, I assume, if he filmed them all. So after that, that was it for Uncharted 3. It's all I had to do, so I filmed my game review for Uncharted 3. That has been posted as well at the end of every Uncharted 3 playlist, as well as in the game reviews playlist, so multiple places you can go to watch that, and I recommend that you do. So, the midnight release I was talking about on Monday was for probably the most hyped game of the year. Not the most highly anticipated in my book, by far. I did anticipate the game. I was excited about getting the game. But, anyway, the game we're talking about is this one right here. Of course, Modern Warfare 3. And Monday night we went to the midnight release. Me and my friend Chris. He didn't buy the game, he just accompanied me. But we went to the midnight release, and it was insane. I talked about this in my unboxing, but when we pulled up, the whole parking lot outside the GameStop was full, and there were at least probably 400 people in line, and the line was just, the GameStop I go to is in the middle of a strip shopping center. It was just down the shopping center. I mean, down past 3 or 4 stores, and I mean big stores, like big, like there was the Hobby Lobby, which is a giant like warehouse arts and crafts store. Some other stores. It spanned just stores and stores down. It was unbelievable. The turnout for Modern Warfare 3, and I commented on this, it was so funny. The GameStop people just take themselves and this game just too seriously, and they had black lights, fog machines, and sound systems blasting the Modern Warfare 3 theme song, and every one of the employees' faces were painted in camo. When I walked in the door and saw that, I almost busted out laughing, because they would only do that for this game, okay? They don't care about the other games as much as this one. So I just thought it was funny how ridiculous they made it. But anyway, So I picked this game up on midnight release. I came home, did a midnight release unboxing, and jumped in and played some of the midnight release multiplayer, and put that in its own playlist called Modern Warfare 3 Midnight Release Multiplayer, and that is up. Then over the course of the next 2 days, Tuesday and Wednesday, I delved into the campaign of Modern Warfare 3 and beat it within those 2 days. Just 2 sittings. Very short campaign, 5 hours and 20 minutes it took me to beat it. So the campaign is complete, and the campaign is up in its own playlist now. Minus one part 10. For some reason, I forgot to upload that, so I will be uploading part 10 and putting it in the playlist to make it complete. So you can go check that out if you desire. Also, I played 2 more sets of just general multiplayer, my first 2 general sets on a special occasion. And a lot of people may be wondering how I'm going to handle this, with how I'm going to name each set and how I'm going to put it in playlists, because if you'll remember from Black Ops, it kind of got way out of hand. I had 100 different playlists with different things there, and it was really kind of unorganized. So what I'm going to do for Modern Warfare 3 is I'm going to make one playlist called Modern Warfare 3 General Multiplayer. And every time I play just sit down and play multiplayer in kind of a general way, that's the playlist it's going to go in. And the way I'm going to title each match is basically Modern Warfare 3 Multiplayer, the date, and the part. So, and it'll all obviously be in chronological order, but it will all be in that playlist. I'm not going to make a separate playlist for each time I play the game, because there's going to be a lot of individual days I play this game just online, and it'd be nice to just have it concise and in one playlist. So that's where you can find any general multiplayer that I do, is all going to be in the playlist Modern Warfare 3 General Multiplayer. And I play the set on release day, like the night of release, not midnight, but the night of Tuesday, and again on Wednesday. And that was 11.8 and 11.9. The 11.8 footage is completely up. The 11.9 footage, I still have a few more matches I need to upload. Unfortunately, I had to go to class. It didn't finish uploading overnight, and I had to go to class and take my computer with me, so the rest of that footage has not been uploaded yet, but it will. So I still need to upload part 10 of the campaign and a few more matches of November 9th multiplayer for Modern Warfare 3. But I've already done a lot with this game. I've played 3 sets of multiplayer and finished the campaign. So that's what I did through Wednesday. Okay. Then on Thursday, which was last night, was another huge midnight release. And I'm not going to lie to you, I don't know if I've ever said this before on camera, but this game that I picked up last night is and has been my most highly anticipated game of 2011. Okay, I knew this game was going to be good. I knew this game was going to have a ridiculously large amount of content, and I could not wait for this game. So I was very excited to go pick it up last night at midnight, and we're talking about Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, which I have played a little bit of already. Again, for the 3rd straight game, and for the 3rd time in 2 weeks, I went to the midnight release last night, and again, there were about the same amount of people outside the GameStop for Skyrim as there was for Modern Warfare 3, which I couldn't believe. I was very happy to see it, though, let me tell you. Even though it was a pain in the ass and it was cold outside waiting, I was very happy to see that just as many people were excited and wanted to play a great game like the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim as they were for Modern Warfare 3. FPS brands basically hijacked the video game industry, okay? It was very refreshing to see so many people out there to play a first-person fantasy action RPG. It was great. So there was great turnout for this game. I picked this game up. I also picked up the strategy guide, which is like a mammoth. Let me show you this thing. If you haven't seen my midnight release unboxing, which I recommend you do, here it is, the strategy guide, and yeah, that's how thick it is, okay? It's like a phone book. It's literally the length of a phone book, and it's unbelievably huge. So I picked the game up and this book. Some pretty cool things inside, like a very nice collectible map in the game, a nice big map in the strategy guide. Then I sat down and played 8 videos of Skyrim after the midnight release. I created my class. I played through the first story mission, got out in the open, and kind of wandered around for a little bit. And so far, like I said, I haven't played much, but so far, what I have played, I'm really loving, and I'm really enjoying it, and it seems like it's going to be a great game and a fun ride, okay? So, that's all the stuff that we've done this week. Now we got to talk about the stuff that will continue through the weekend and then into next week, what's going on. So, this weekend, as I mentioned before, is very busy for me because my sister is getting married. In fact, I went to her rehearsal dinner tonight in the French Quarter and just got back not too long ago. Tomorrow's the wedding, and then Sunday, the whole family's getting together and heading to an uptown bar to watch the Saints game. So my weekend's pretty packed. And so I don't know how much gameplay I'm actually going to really have over the course of the weekend, okay? Just because I'm going to be busy. There's still some shrink wrap left on this case. Huh. But anyway, so pretty busy weekend for me. Now, probably not a lot, but some people might be wondering what I'm going to do about my playthrough of Assassin's Creed Revelations, because that does come out next week, and I had said that I may be delaying the playthrough, and I made my decision on that, and my decision is this, okay? I am going to be delaying the playthrough of Assassin's Creed Revelations, because, you know, let's be honest here, right? I've got 2 new games in Modern Warfare 3 and Skyrim, okay? Modern Warfare 3 I'm nowhere near done with. There's still multiplayer to play, there's still co-op to do, and there's still a lot of content left in Modern Warfare 3 that I'm going to be enjoying. Skyrim, the content is just pretty much infinite. Pretty much there's going to be as much content in Skyrim as I want. The only reason that I'm going to run out of content for Skyrim is because I decide to stop playing. Not because the content runs out, but because I can't play the game anymore because I've played it so much. And Skyrim, like I said, is my most highly anticipated game of the year, okay? Assassin's Creed, to be honest, I'm really not too excited about. I really liked Assassin's Creed 2. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood last year, I got the game. I actually enjoyed the multiplayer aspect of it. But as far as the campaign, I never actually beat the campaign. I never could get into it just because it seems so much like Assassin's Creed 2, which I had already played the hell out of and, you know, played it so much that I really wanted something new. And to me, Brotherhood didn't give me anything new. So I'm not even caught up on the story with Ezio. And unfortunately, I really don't want to play another Ezio Assassin's Creed. I really wish they had moved the story on. I mean, I do want to play it, but I'm not, like, hyped for it. Okay, I'm not super hyped for it. If anything, I'm hyped about the multiplayer returning and hopefully the corrections they made to the multiplayer, and hopefully people will actually play this one correctly. But I'm super hyped about Skyrim, and unlike some games where I've had to rush through because of time, I'm going to take my time with Skyrim because I just know the experience that I've gotten out of the past 2 Bethesda Softworks games I've played, designed by Bethesda Game Studios, which was Oblivion and Fallout New Vegas. And both of those games I played the hell out of. I played ridiculously long in Oblivion and I never actually beat the main story. And New Vegas was one of my favorite games of all time. And I've got the strategy guide for this game. I'm ready to go. I want to explore everything that this game has to offer me. And it's going to take me a long time. And especially the fact that after next week, I pretty much have 2 or 3 straight weeks of school where I won't be able to play much at all because it's the end of the semester and finals are coming up. My final tests and all of my classes are coming up, and then my actual finals are coming up shortly after that. So it's probably going to take me a long time to finish everything I want to finish in Skyrim, and we'll see what happens, but I want to give this game its fair due. I don't want to cut it short. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to sell the game short. I want to play the game to its entirety and do all the things that I can do in this game. And I want to continue playing Modern Warfare 3. I want to play more online because I enjoy it. And there's still some other things I need to do. So with that being said, I'm not going to be playing Assassin's Creed next week. I'm not sure when I'm going to be playing Assassin's Creed Revelations. I'm not sure. I do want to play it, but with these two games right now, these I want to keep playing, and I don't want to put them down. I want to continue playing and get the best experience out of them, okay? A few more things we still need to talk about before we wrap up. I'm putting out the call right now, okay, that for Modern Warfare 3, I need people who want to play co-op with me. And I think I only need one person. Yes, co-op 2. So there's 2 co-op modes on Modern Warfare 3 where 2 people can play. Survival mode and Spec Ops. And I need to play both of those modes before I can give my game review of this. And actually what I'm planning on doing, which I kind of was planning on doing all along, was after I review this game, I think I'm going to make a special episode of Voodoo's Thoughts where I compare this game to Battlefield 3, talk to you about the epic battle of the FPSs this year, and say what I need to say about each game in comparison to one another. So, not this weekend, but next week sometime, I'm looking for another person to play co-op with me for Modern Warfare 3 for the 360. You don't have to play both modes. There's no thing, saying that we have to play Spec Ops and survival mode in the same day and play for 8 straight hours. I'll take multiple people. If one person wants to do Spec Ops with me, another person wants to do survival mode with me, that'd be great. I know Ziggy West has the game for 360. If you're watching and you want to do some co-op with me, that would be great. If there's any new fans out there who want to play with me, that would be great as well. I actually think that TGP Gaming got this game on Xbox 360, so if you're watching and you want to play co-op, that would be great as well. So, putting out the word, if you want to play co-op with me on Modern Warfare 3 next week, send me a message, let me know. We can work out a time and a date, and what mode you want to play, and so forth and so on. And so hopefully I can play it next week and get a review out on the game and a special edition of Voodoo's Thoughts. And so that's the deal with this. Now, there's a couple of things to talk about my channel, and then we're done, okay? I don't know exactly what's going on with YouTube right now, but it's kind of freaking out. And I don't know if this is happening for everybody or just me, but it's having weird issues with random things. Mainly uploading and customizing my account. And the uploading is weird because usually when you upload on YouTube, it processes while it uploads and it gives you screenshots of the video as it's processing. And it hasn't been doing that. Like, it loads the video but there's no screenshots, and usually what that means is that it's erroring and it's not processing properly. But in fact, it does process, but it takes a long time, and a lot of my videos sometimes get stuck in processing for a couple of hours, and then sometimes it doesn't publish for another hour after that. So my uploads, it's not that they've been coming up slower. What's been happening is that they've been coming up okay, but they get stuck in the YouTube processing, and they get stuck publishing. And so it seems like my stuff is coming up a lot slower, even though it's not really. So that's weird. And also my account. You know how I have on the left side of my channel, I have a running account of all the playlists that I finished, the current playlist in progress, and the next scheduled playlist. Well, in case you've noticed, it's pretty far behind. That's because it won't let me change it. When I go in to edit my account and go down and, type all the new stuff in and hit save, it sends me an error message that says you must choose an age display option. And what that means, there's basically 2 options. Do not display my age and display my age. One of them is checked automatically. It's impossible to uncheck those boxes. There's always one that's checked. And I've done everything. I've refreshed the page, logged out of my account, logged back in. Chose do not display my age, save changes won't work, go back and forth, it won't work, and it keeps giving me an error message that says I must just choose an age display option. So obviously it's a bug or something, it's annoying. So don't trust the left hand side of my page right now. It's wrong, it's outdated as far as what I'm working on, but there's nothing I can do about it. The stupid thing won't let me change it. So it's just going to stay in the past until YouTube fixes it. And the last thing I want to talk about is what's going on with my monetization. And as you may have noticed, none of the new footage that I put up this week has ads on it. And yeah, because that's what's happening. I told you in my channel update that I got my first video flagged and removed from monetizing because of copyright issues or whatever. It was Dead Island Part 3, when I was just going through and monetizing everything, which is so stupid. But that's what got stuck. And it told me that my account was still in good standing, that everything was fine, to just be aware of it and, you know, see that they had taken it down. They didn't even take my video down or anything like that. Well, ever since that has happened, I haven't been able to get ads to appear on anything. Nothing. No gameplay footage, no channel updates, no unboxings, nothing. I hit monetize, submit. It says monetize, but no ads appear. And all the ads that I had on my videos before this happened are still there, which means that my account obviously is not deactivated. When I go to the Google AdSense homepage, it lets me log in, shows me how much money I'm making, says my account's in good standing, but there's no ads appearing on any of my videos. They won't process through AdSense's systems. And it's my account because there's other people whose all their new videos have ads. So, and since it's run through Google, there's absolutely no way to send a personalized email telling them my situation, asking them what's going on. All they have is help forums, which are completely useless. There are a couple of people who ask similar questions to me, but of course nobody answers them or gets back. So there's no way for me to contact Google and tell them of what's going on, ask them to fix it, look into it. There's no way that I know of to do that. So either I have to just wait it out and see if it's a problem and gets fixed, or my monetization is basically over already because no ads are appearing, and I don't know how to get in touch with them personally to tell them of my problem, and their help forums are useless. So I don't know what to tell you. I mean, obviously AdSense is not a good user-friendly program to work with. I figured it would be, but obviously it's not, because something goes wrong and that's it. There's no way to contact them to get it resolved, and it's a shame because I was starting to get some good views on videos that had ads, but it's a moot point now because none of my new videos have ads. So I don't know what to tell you. I thought everything was going fine. They send me that message and say one video has been deactivated from monetization, but your account is still fine. It's in good standing. Everything's fine. There's ads on all the videos I put before that happened. And now all of a sudden, even though all my new videos I can hit monetize, it tells me it's monetized, but there's no ads. I don't know what to do, and I don't know what's going on. But what are you gonna do? You know, it's a shame. It's stupid, but there's really not much I can do about it at this point because I can't contact Google and ask them what's happening. So I might try to send a reply email to whatever sent me that email, but I can pretty much guarantee you it's a bot, and so I'm not going to get an answer back from it. But I don't know. So my monetization may be out the window already just because Google's stupid, but nothing I can really do about it. Alright, so very long midweek update. I knew it was going to be, and what you're going to see this weekend is gameplay of Skyrim, maybe some more online play for Modern Warfare 3. I'm not sure yet. You're going to see part 10 of the campaign of Modern Warfare 3 up, as well as the rest of the multiplayer matches from November the 9th. And right now, what's hot is Skyrim. I've got my midnight release unboxing up. I've also got 8 videos of gameplay as we speak up right now. We'll have more. And yeah, pretty big week, pretty big end to the year, which I figured it would be. I'm excited about it. 2 games that I intend on fleshing out more. And again, keep in mind, anyone who wants to play co-op with me for Modern Warfare 3 next week, send me a message and let me know. Alright guys, so thanks very much. And I will, in the channel update in a couple of days, report to you if there have been any fixes in the YouTube bugs, in my monetization, anything like that. I'll keep you up to date. But for now, consider them bugged. Okay? So, thanks for watching guys. I know it was a long one. Hopefully you enjoy all this footage. I'm going to enjoy making it, and we roll onwards toward the end of 2011. Okay, so thanks, and hope to see you guys all on my channel soon.